Let's make a vegan skincare dinner. I can feel my skin glowing. Guys, I need that this winter. My skin be dry. We got so many antioxidants. We're gonna look like we're 20 forever.
If you're vegan and you love to travel, join me on a vegan group trip in 2026 in Korea, Japan, or the Canadian Rockies. See the description box for more information.
Hi guys, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another viral recipes video. Guys, I have been seeing this skincare dinner trend all over my For You page, and of course I had to veganize it because it was actually relatively easy to veganize, and I was very intrigued by the concept of a skincare dinner, basically eating foods that are good for our skin. Of course, your skincare, like the products you put on your face, are also important, but I do believe that what you eat is also, if not more, important. Yes, I have made this into a recipe blog post, so make sure you check that out. It's gonna have all of the measurements and the written ingredients and the written instructions and everything. So check that out, that'll be linked below. And if you enjoy the recipe, make sure you give my blog post a 5-star review because those help me a lot. And of course, give this video a big thumbs up. Now, let's put this together and let's get some good skin. Okay, first ingredient I'm going to put is some baby spinach, just some fresh spinach. Of course, you can also have sauteed spinach if you'd like. This is not the prettiest spinach, but we're gonna work with it, okay? So spinach is good for your skin by promoting hydration, reducing inflammation, and supporting collagen production, which can lead to a brighter and firmer complexion, okay? We've got key nutrients. We've got vitamin A, C, and K, which can help fight acne, protect against skin damage, and minimize the appearance of wrinkles and dark circles. How amazing. So we got a nice, lovely green spinach, and of course spinach also high in iron, okay, for those of you that are interested. Speaking of iron, one of the essential vitamins that you need to help you absorb your iron, to enhance your iron absorption, is vitamin C. And did you know, guys, that red bell pepper, or bell peppers in general, but I believe red bell pepper especially, is very high in vitamin C, even higher than oranges. And of course, bell pepper also has skin benefits. It also boosts collagen production because it's high in vitamin C. It protects against damage because of its high antioxidant content, so sun damage and pollutants, and also help reduce wrinkles and improve skin's appearance. It promotes hydration because it has a high water content, and it has anti-inflammatory properties. Amazing. We love it. The next ingredient is the one that I had to veganize, which was salmon. So salmon was shown in a lot of these skincare dinner recipe videos, and of course you can veganize salmon. I know, who knew? I made vegan salmon and look how amazing it looks. So this vegan salmon was heavily inspired by It Doesn't Taste Like Chicken's vegan salmon. I did switch it up a little bit, and of course my version is gonna be on the blog. So here's how I made the vegan salmon. Let's go.
This vegan salmon is arguably the most labor-intensive part of this whole bowl, but I would say it's the most exciting and delicious part. First, we're gonna make the marinade in a small blender cup. So I'm adding in some water, or you can use vegetable broth along with some miso paste and a vegetable bouillon cube. But if you're using vegetable broth, omit the veggie bouillon cube, okay? Next, we're adding in some beetroot powder for that pink salmon color, along with some garlic powder and kelp powder for that fishy flavor. Then we're adding in some turmeric and some salt. And finally, we're just gonna rip up a nori sheet and add that in for some more fishy flavor, and we are ready to blend. Now, if you don't want to use a blender, you could actually just mix all these ingredients in a bowl, but you'll have to cut up the nori sheet into very small pieces with some scissors. I do prefer using a blender because I feel like the nori sheet blended up really helps enhance that fishy flavor. But again, you can do this without a blender if you wish. Now let's take a block of extra firm tofu, and you can either press the tofu for about 15-20 minutes, or you can use my new favorite method of boiling the tofu in salted water for 10 to 15 minutes. You can see the blog post for the specific instructions. This is all optional, guys. You can skip the boiling or pressing if you are feeling lazy, or if you have a very firm block of tofu, but the flavors will marinate better when you press or boil. To make our fake salmon, cut the tofu into 4 even rectangular pieces. Then take a pair of chopsticks and place the thick side of the chopsticks on either side of the tofu lengthwise. Then using your knife, make very thin slices into the tofu, but not cutting it all the way through. You're basically using the chopsticks as a stopper to stop you from cutting the entire piece of tofu. And what we're doing here is kind of creating this flaky texture and making these little lines to make this a little bit more realistic looking. And also this is going to allow that marinade to penetrate a little bit more into the tofu pieces. Now, after we've done that with every piece of tofu, we're going to pour in that marinade all over and let this sit for at least 30 minutes or longer, preferably. You could also do this overnight, okay? Just let it marinate in the fridge overnight if you are very well prepared, but you know, that's just not me, okay? After marination, okay, so you've let it marinate at least 30 minutes, preferably longer, we are now ready to coat the tofu. So you want to take another piece of nori, cut it up into 4 rectangular pieces around the same size of the tofu pieces, a little bit smaller. Then you're going to dip 1 piece of nori into the marinade and then stick it onto 1 piece of tofu. Then coat the tofu in cornstarch. The cornstarch is going to give this almost a slightly crispy and skin-like texture to the outer layer of the tofu. And I love making this with plenty of cornstarch. So make sure that each piece is really nicely coated with the cornstarch. Now you want to repeat this with every single piece of tofu so that you have a lovely, nicely coated vegan salmon, okay? This might be a little bit tricky because the nori sometimes likes to, you know, unpeel itself, but you got this, okay? It's not rocket science, okay? Now you're finally ready to cook up your vegan salmon. Now you want to heat a generous amount of vegetable oil on a nonstick pan on medium-high heat and carefully place each piece of tofu salmon on top. You want to cook it on each side for about 2 to 4 minutes until it's slightly golden and looking nice and slightly crispy on the outside. As you can see, the colors kind of become more salmon-like as you cook it, and it becomes just like nice and slightly crispy, almost creates a skin-like texture on the outside. Oh my god, it's so good, you guys. I'm obsessed with this vegan salmon recipe, so I really hope you guys try it out.
Vegan salmon made with tofu. I used vegetable oil to cook it, but if you wanted to enhance the skincare benefits, you could actually use algae oil. Algae, I can never, oh my god, you guys, is it algae? How do you say it? Oh my god, it's algae. I feel like I always say algae. I don't know why, but it's one of those words, algae oil. Algae oil, you guys, is very beneficial for your skin because it's high in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins. And it also has a high smoke point, so you can actually cook with the algae oil and you can still retain those benefits. So I think I might try that next time, although algae oil is quite expensive, so that is just optional for you, okay?
Now let's talk about the skin benefits of tofu salmon. So tofu contains antioxidants like vitamin E and isoflavones that may stimulate collagen production, which of course has anti-aging benefits, along with antioxidant protection, which reduce inflammation and protect your skin from damaging free radicals. And the amino acids in tofu can also help boost hydration levels, plus the fatty acid content can help moisturize your skin. And seaweed is also packed with beneficial nutrients like vitamins A, C, and E, and antioxidants and fatty acids.
Next ingredient is going to be sweet potato. Look how gorgeous my sweet potato rounds are. Oh my lord, they look so good. Obviously you could cook them and shape them however way you want, but this just looks pretty. Look! Oh my lord. To
make these super simple sweet potato rounds, we're gonna preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and wash your sweet potatoes. You don't need to peel them, but you can if you want to. I did not, because I'm lazy. Simply cut the sweet potatoes into these round discs. The thickness is your preference, okay? If you want them to be cooked faster, you can actually cut them slightly thinner. And if you like them thick, then keep them thick. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to place those pieces on a lined baking sheet and lightly spray with oil on both sides. You really don't need much oil, which is why I just use a nice spray. And if you don't have an oil spray, just rub a small amount of oil on each side. And honestly, you can do this without oil if you want to, because I don't know, it's sweet potato. It's a superfood. You can optionally sprinkle on a small amount of salt if you want. And then you want to bake these at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for around 30 minutes or whenever they are cooked to your liking. And you want to make sure you flip these halfway through as well. And if you want to see if they are cooked through, you can just stick a fork in them. And if it goes in really easily, then it's probably done.
Now, sweet potato, in my personal opinion, is a superfood. Sweet potatoes are so good for you for so many reasons, but it's also good for your skin because it's also high in vitamin C and also beta carotene, which converts to vitamin A. And so sweet potatoes are known to boost collagen production, protect against sun damage and free radicals, and reduce inflammation. They also support skin cell turnover, help even your skin tone, improve hydration, and promote a glowing and youthful complexion. Oh my lord. Oh, doesn't that sound like music to your ears? Next, we have a carrot ribbon salad, which I'm gonna add. Where am I gonna add this? I might have to move some things a little bit. Ooh, maybe this is a little much. There we go. I've made a carrot ribbon salad before. This one's a little bit different because the original one has like a lot of Asian-y flavors and I feel like it just wouldn't go with this bowl. So I made this slightly differently, but it's also delicious.
Carrot ribbon salad time. For this recipe, take some peeled and washed carrots and then take your vegetable peeler again to peel each carrot into these thin, wide ribbon shapes. Then we're gonna add some chopped fresh parsley, some red wine vinegar or white wine vinegar, or you could use balsamic vinegar. Do whatever you want. And I also added in some garlic powder. You could also do minced garlic. And I also added some olive oil and a little bit of agave nectar and just a little salt and pepper just to taste. And then we're just gonna mix this together. This will taste better if you let it sit for a few hours, but it'll still be good to enjoy right away. And eating carrots with olive oil is actually beneficial because the fat in the oil is going to help absorb the maximum amount of beta carotene.
So why are carrots good for your skin? Provides, again, antioxidants like beta carotene and vitamin C, which again protect against environmental damage and improve skin tone. They can also help with hydration, reduce the appearance of wrinkles and acne, and promote skin regeneration. So a lot of people say that when you eat carrots, it's like eating your retinol, but apparently that's not necessarily the truth. So let me find the truth, okay? So carrots do not contain retinol, but they are rich in beta carotene, which is a plant pigment your body can convert into retinol. This conversion can provide benefits, but the process is not always efficient and depends on factors like overall health, gut health, genetics, and so on and so forth, and also whether or not your carrots are eaten with fat. This one I have some olive oil, which of course also has skin benefits, as you might know. So eaten with fat, there you go. And also there's a lot of talk about how carrots, yes, they can promote retinol, but the research about retinol's benefits for your skin are done on like topical retinol, you know, like in skincare products. So I'm not really sure how much truth there is to the retinol claim, but you know what? Either way, carrots are good for you and good for your skin. So carrots. Now let's add some more healthy fats. Avocado, okay? The best healthy fat out there. I just sliced the avocado into these beautiful slices. Let's see if I can plate it beautifully. Ooh, look at that. Hello, Chef Rose. Chef Rose in the house. Let's see if I can plate it well. I don't know. Okay. Sure, I'll take it. I'll take it. That's good enough for me. Now, I think that we all know that avocados are super good for your skin, but let me just tell you. So avocados moisturize your skin deeply, fights inflammation, and promotes anti-aging through, once again, antioxidants and essential fatty acids. It's a healthy fat, you guys, okay? It's rich in essential fatty acids, vitamins E and C, and minerals that nourish and hydrate your skin, preventing dryness and flakiness. Guys, I need that this winter. My skin be dry, okay? I need a lot of avocados. It also soothes irritation because of the anti-inflammatory properties. Amazing. And of course, we all love avocados because they are delicious. And now we have the final ingredient, which is the sauce, or what the skincare girlies apparently are calling the probiotic dip, which is kind of like basically a tzatziki, slightly modified. This one has parsley instead of dill. It's basically this, it's a tzatziki essentially, okay? But this is basically made with vegan yogurt instead of dairy yogurt, but vegan yogurt still has those probiotic benefits. So we're getting those probiotics, which is good for your gut, and a healthy gut usually means healthier skin.
May I just say, I am obsessed with this dip. It is so easy to make, so healthy, and I'm addicted to eating this with everything. So first, I'm juicing up half a lemon, and then I'm going to grate some cucumber. After grating, I like to squeeze all the water out of the cucumber just using my hands, and then I actually drink that water, because I ain't wasting that cucumber water hydration, you know? As long as your hands are clean, it's not gross, okay? So yeah, I like to drink it, but you don't have to. Just squeeze out the excess water if you can and just keep the cucumber bits. And then we can just put it together. In a bowl, mix together that cucumber with some non-dairy unsweetened yogurt. Then add some lemon juice along with some fresh chopped parsley. You could also do fresh dill if you want to really make this a tzatziki. Then you want to add some minced garlic, or in my case, I'm just using garlic powder. And then of course, some salt and pepper to taste. And that is it. It's so simple. And this dip literally goes with everything. It's a probiotic, it's good for your gut, light, it's easy, and it's so delicious. I'm obsessed.
We're gonna just kind of put a little bit of the probiotic dip, maybe just kind of, you know, maybe like just a little like here, you know. I wanna make it pretty, you know. And there you go. Now I'm just gonna add a little limon, because why not? And there you go. And there is my skincare dinner, completely veganized. Oh my God, doesn't that look so good? Oh, I'm so proud of myself. And the great part is you can make all the ingredients. I know it's a little bit of a journey, okay? It's a little bit of an effort, but you can make these ingredients, chop these ingredients in advance, except for the avocado. But you can make the dip in advance. You can make the vegan salmon. You can obviously, see, I got 3 more portions right here. You can make the carrot salad. You can make the dip, and then you can just put it together whenever you're ready. So it's kind of like a great meal prep sort of dish, and it's really healthy. And yeah, oh my God, look how good it looks. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I am so proud of this plate. It's too pretty to eat. So let's get a little bit of that vegan salmon. I know what this tastes like. I know it's gonna be good. I'm gonna get a little bit of that probiotic dip. Mmm. Mmm. Carrot salad, spinach, bell pepper, dip it in that probiotic dip. I can feel my skin glowing. Sweet potato. The dip goes well with everything. Now let me do a little salmon, tofu salmon, and a little avocado. And a little bit of the dip. Get a good bite there. Ooh. Amor, that's delicious. So good. All right, guys, so that was my vegan version of the viral skincare dinner. Yes, we made it vegan. It's still good for our skin. It's still delicious. It's still so healthy for you. I love it. I love. Okay. I really hope you guys try this out. I think it's so worth it, and we got so many antioxidants. We're gonna look like we're 20 forever. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, my blog post will be linked below. That's gonna have all the recipes for everything in this bowl. So make sure you check that out if you want to make this at home. And if you enjoy the recipe, once again, make sure you give my recipe blog post a 5-star, not 10, 5-star review, because those help me a lot. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!